whatever you're doing, wherever you're listening to this, guys, do some research, look it up, read your Bible. But I'm telling you right now, so
The right Bible.
the right Bible.
Yeah, not the Schofield Bible.
No, not the Schofield Bible, which I want you to explain that after this.
Okay.
On July 1st, a practice ritual involving burning a red heifer was conducted by the Boneh Israel organization in collaboration with the Temple Institute. There's a video of the event that was published on Israel National News. You guys, look at how scary that looks.
Oh my God.
That is a red heifer cow being burned. Now,
Alive?
Yeah, I don't know. No, I think they sacrifice it. I think they cut its throat. I don't know the ritual.
Oh,
but
wow.
this symbolic act appears. By the way, this is basically a test run to be carried out near Jerusalem once the Jewish temple is rebuilt. It would require the destruction of the Dome of the Rock, which is the Al-Aqsa mosque, which is currently sits on the site. So, according to the Old Testament guidelines, a red heifer, a female cow, without a single hair of another color, no yoke marks, no blemishes, no scars, no whip marks, no nothing, must be sacrificed and burned, and its ashes used to purify the new temple. Okay, guys? Orthodox Jews believe that this restoration of the temple, torn down by the Romans in 70 AD, will usher the arrival of the Jewish Messiah, guys, because they don't believe the guy that was here, the guy that healed, the guy that preached, the guy who died and came back to life. That's not the real guy. That's all bullshit. By the way, they didn't believe it. By the way, they're the ones that ultimately told the Romans and Caesar to kill him, and they did. And they're going to establish God's kingdom on earth, elevating Israel as God's chosen. But guess what? If you read the Bible and you think of prophecy and all that stuff, Christians, end times prophesize this as the new temple, as construction heralding a rise of the Antichrist, okay? And the return of Jesus and God's final judgment on earth. So what's happening, just in layman's terms, there's a certain set of Jews, but so that land right now, it's run by what? Is it Palestinians, Humberto? Where the mosque is, where the Al-Aqsa mosque, Palestinians are basically running. It's a high, dude.
I don't know if Palestinians, but Muslims are.
Well, Muslims, can you check and see if there's Palestinians? I want to believe there's Palestinians because, before I keep going too, there's a high-ranking Hamas guy, spokesman, that said the fact that they're trying to find this heifer and kill it is one of the reasons that they went in on October 7th. Did you know that?
No.
Oh, yeah. Google that too and fact check me, Rob, if you can. I think it's a fact. A high-ranking Hamas individual, spokesman, red heifer,
All right,
October 7th.
The Jordanian Ministry of Al-Aqsa.
Al-Aqsa?
Yeah, the Jordanians.
The Jordanians. Are there
are
any
in charge.
Palestinians involved? Any Palestinians involved with that location? So, guys, long story short, the certain set of Jewish people are literally trying to find this red heifer with zero blemishes to sacrifice it because they think they're going to usher in the real Messiah. Well, guess what? As Christians, what they're doing is going to bring the Antichrist. It is written that what they're doing, they're gonna build their own temple. It's not gonna be God's, Jesus' temple. Guys, this is their own doing, and it's written that it's going to usher in the Antichrist for 7 years. He's gonna reign, and this is what they're doing. Brandon, what are your? Oh yeah, but this is it.
Vinny.
By the way, this is the Israel News. Hamas spokesman, October 7th attack launched to stop the red heifer. Just to let you guys know, that's one addition to them being terrorists.
They don't want the mosque to be destroyed.
They don't want the mosque to be destroyed. Well, think about it. If you're bringing in the red heifers, you want to do it. That mosque has to be destroyed.
And Vinny, this.
Go.
Like I'm gonna go, and I'm
Go.
gonna
Go, then
upset.
Brandon, Brandon, you save it.
I'm gonna upset a lot of people, but these evangelical Christians, they're out of fucking control.
And what are
They're
they doing?
out of their mind.
What are they
Like
doing?
we Catholics, we criticize, but we've been running the show since right after Jesus. All right,
Okay.
Catholics, they have one church. They've been running. We have our popes and whatever.
Yeah.
Like we've been on the same line the whole thing. Every church that is not the Catholic Church is a reaction to the Catholic Church. All right, explain this, Vinny. All right, you have serious churches. It's the Catholic Church, the Orthodox Church.
I'm Orthodox.
Orthodox Church, and that's it. All right, there's 38,000 Protestant churches.
Protestants.
All right, so there's 38,000 interpretations of how you should worship God.
Okay.
And this is one flavor of it, Vinny. And you just okay. It's wrong they're trying to do this because
Of course they're
it's
giving
wrong. But Vinny, this means nothing for a real Christian. It means nothing. There's 3 points. First, Jesus made super clear that temple worship is obsolete. All right, on his last trip to the temple, he was like, you guys are going to be able to worship anywhere. So fuck that place, all right? Fuck all of those places. They're beautiful, they're historical.
Yeah, they look great. They're guarded.
But your salvation does not hinge on that land. It doesn't hinge on any churches there, any temples there. It's not to walk the path where Jesus walked, but when it comes to your soul, that place has nothing to offer Christians, all right? Nothing to offer Christians.
Got you.
Like, I want the least people killed possible, and I want the most civility possible. I don't take sides on this equation. I don't really care. But Christians are using this argument to bring violence in. Like, I'm not cool with it. The second thing, these evangelical Christians, they work on this dispensationalism. You know what that is?
That?
That means that God has a plan for the Jews and a different plan for the church.
I don't believe that.
All right? No,
That's
but
evangelicals do.
that's the
It's like the
evangelical.
biggest trick ever played.
That's the
Vinny,
devil.
that's the mainstream evangelical belief.
Okay.
All right?
He has 2 different plans? That
Yeah,
doesn't
he
make
has
any
one
sense.
plan.
I have no idea what the
No.
hell's going on right
Shut
now.
your mouth. You shut your Jewish mouth and you listen, David.
No,
You
I
shut
love
up.
these Jewish
That's what
now,
AIPAC paid
all
you to
right?
say.
I love this guy.
No,
I
Dave-
just I only knew Heifer to refer to an ugly woman. I didn't actually know it was
Yeah,
a
my
cow.
ex-
Yeah, right.
Look.
Fact check.
The thing they say that the temple was desecrated by coming. These are Jews, all right? By coming in contact with dead bodies, all right? So in order to cleanse it, they need to find a perfect heifer with not a single white strand
Like,
of hair.
imagine that they have to do the amount of the detail that they're looking for this thing to bring in the Antichrist is bonkers. But go ahead.
No. Well,
They're bringing. He's not. Hold on. The guy that they're going to usher in isn't going to be the Messiah.
This sector.
They think it is.
Okay.
fucking
There's
idiots.
2 people working in. This is a sector for Orthodox Jews that believe this. They're being complemented by evangelical Christians. They're working together. The evangelical Christians they're putting the heifers together in Texas and importing them there because this group of Orthodox Jews.
Why are the evangelical Christians helping? Like, I know that Christians are
'Cause
brainwashed. into
It's
think-
called dispensationalism.
I know that,
all right?
but why do they think they have a similar interest? I mean, this is like
They want to usher. They want to fulfill prophecy. Am
Yeah,
I right?
How do they know that the cow has not been bleached?
They look at
dyed?
every. No, they look at everything.
Every strand, like hair by
No,
hair.
but you dye that thing and you'll get
No,
the
you're
hair.
not.
Then they have to do like a
They know
DNA.
the guy. No, that has to be.
No,
Oh,
they've
so-
been at it for years.
So
You guys
Greg-
mind if the only evangelical on the panel hops in
Go
and gives
ahead.
some
Go ahead.
commentary?
Hey, you're
said that?
speaking
Who
as the
said that?
Lord. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Let me chime in from the booth here. So Humberto is largely correct in what he's saying, is that this is a very Protestant thing, but it is just like it's not all Jewish people who are pushing
No.
this.
It's not
all
a
evangelical.
Protestant. It's an evangelical thing. All right.
No, it is a small subsect under dispensationalist Christian Zionism. Where what
Damn, that's how many labels is that thing?
we're going deep on theology here.
Yeah.
But what dispensationalism teaches, and if you're watching at home and you're interested, go check out Brandon's video on the Schofield Bible for a little bit
Yeah.
on the origin of that. Fantastic video. What it teaches is that throughout different periods of time, God has reached out to different people in different ways. So he has a different plan for the Jews than he had for Christians, than he has for, how the world's going to end. And it basically makes Israel the core point where everything plays out, and it's the most important place, and everybody has to support Israel. And it's a whole thing that's been exploited for a very long time. I, despite being Protestant, I'll counter Humberto's accusation here, I completely reject dispensationalism. I'm moving away from that to what's called covenant theology. It says God has one plan for all of time, and that's how it has always
Good.
worked.
Yeah.
Good.
So this is a very small subsect, but these are very well-funded, very influential people. This batch of cows was bred by a Christian rancher in Texas who used CRISPR to selectively breed cows to try to match the exact requirements.
That shouldn't count,
He's been
then.
doing this for years.
That
Well,
shouldn't count as an authentic red heifer.
Well, hopefully
then.
it does. Hopefully it doesn't, and it fails.
Hold on a second. What do they do with the ones that are not perfect? Do they?
They
do
live
eat
their
them?
lives, but the thing is, they found one that was really close, but he had some blemishes and shit. So they brought him to Jerusalem to do a practice run
Of the
for
end of
the
the world.
end of times.
And
Like, and nobody's talking about it. They literally are like, "Hey, since we got all this shit, let's do it."
Vinny.
And bad things
the
happen when they
voice
practice.
of God.
Yeah,
Like,
floods.
this is important message. This is fun. like I'm all for Muslims, all for Jews doing their own things in the Middle East. Like I have no business in the Middle East, all right? No business. I have business here. That I have my family's here. Everyone's here. I have business here. And as a Christian, Vinny, all right, and Connery will even agree with this. Christ fulfilled the law. All right, the sacrifice and this crazy talk about the like the next Messiah and the sacrifice and everything. Christ was very clear that he made the ultimate and perfect sacrifice.
Yes.
Like imagine this. This is like Christianity is the only religion where God sends his son here
In the
all right,
flesh.
in the flesh to do the ultimate sacrifice. Part of him sending his son there is the amount of sacrifice that was going on, like all type of sacrifices.
course.
So to make a point, the whole point of the Bible is that he sent his son to make the ultimate
Well,
sacrifice.
God's messing with your microphone, bro.
for
Make that
humanity.
size tight.
Oh, wow.
I'm sorry.
For humanity.
The author's name is Adam Eliyahu Berkovitz. I forget the Berkovitz. He's Jewish. Eliyahu. I mean, that's Eliyahu. It's but it's I just realized a deep irony. If he's using CRISPR to genetically modify the cow or whatever, he's literally playing God
Right.
in order to trigger an act of God. I'm just thinking we're gonna have a barbecue tonight. That's my bottom line takeaway from all of this.
Well, they need to burn it to a crisp and
No,
CRISPR.
Pittsburgh style.
They need to burn it until it becomes ashes, and they need to grab the ashes, and with the ashes, they purify the temple. So, Vinny, it's
very complicated.
Like, overall, Christ made the ultimate sacrifice. No other sacrifices are necessary if you understand the Bible. Temples, they're out. You can worship whatever you
Yeah.
feel like worshiping.
Wherever
And
two of you got together.
This is just like a very weird subset of Jews and a very weird subset of so-called Christians.
So they're
That's
gonna,
it. That's it.
so they're gonna do it. So they're gonna
But
do it.
nothing's going to happen because
What do you mean,
this is not in the Bible. This is not in the
the
Bible.
Antichrist coming back for the 7 years is in the Bible.
It is, but this is not going to trigger it.
You
all
don't
right?
you don't think? I mean, that's what
Well,
it's written.
if the faith of Christianity is legit, then it wouldn't happen.
No, but they already
Vinny,
prophesized it.
There's no other sacrifice after the sacrifice of Jesus Christ. That's the whole point of the Bible.
Yeah, but
What about the
I'm-
second
what
coming?
I'm saying is the second coming, these people are trying to usher in, which was written,
but
the Antichrist in
this
Revelation.
two very niche subset of Jews and Christians, very well founded, but very niche. They're wrong. Like they're interpreting the Bible wrong.
I'm just letting everybody know. If you hear all of a sudden that a new guy shows up and he thinks he's Jesus from this area after the sacrifice, it ain't the guy.
or
all right?
anyone
it's
else.
the Antichrist.
Yeah, anywhere else.
I'm just giving everybody a heads up. But anyway.
And real quick on that same point, because I know we probably lost a big chunk of the audience there with all the religious talk and everyone who doesn't believe in any of this thinks we're all nuts. But there are very real political consequences to this because, like Humberto said, if the temple is rebuilt, that means the Dome of the Rock gets bulldozed. And
Yeah, and guess what
that's a
happens?
cause for a war,
That's the
regardless
third-
of whether you believe this or not.
That's the third. That dome is the third most religious site in Islam. That's the one. Al-Aqsa Mosque.
Yeah.
So I'm just saying, shit's gonna pop off. It's gonna be ugly.
It's a shit storm. The only thing they could destroy that'd be worse is the rock of Medina.
Yeah, that's the
All right.
That's the second
If they
one.
destroy this temple, we're gonna see a shit show of the likes we've never seen before. That's it. That's my only worry, Vinny.
60,000 troops going to Poland.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
happening. It's over. It's happening.
Shit.
Read about the UK, how they're prepping. Read about all the other countries. Read about Germany. Like they've been prepping for the last month, and nobody's paying attention to it.
It's just crazy that like if Christians are like helping with this, but they are against the idea of what they're trying
No,
to
no,
fulfill.
no. They're evangelicals.
I know, but like, so what's the core difference in what they believe versus what the non?
It doesn't matter. There's only
I mean,
one
what doesn't
true.
matter? I'm curious
there's
about
only
it.
one true church. It's a Catholic church. It's over.
Yeah, I get your point, but I'm saying, like, what's
did
the difference
Crusades,
between
we
them?
conquered the world. We
All right.
conquered
You're
America. Like we
deflecting.
conquered everywhere. Like it's
No,
it's
I'm
out of the
genuinely
question.
curious. So, like, why do they believe that?
Brandon, there's 38,000 Protestant churches. They all believe in. Like,
Yeah, so it's been
we
hijacked.
have a guy in the studio that knows a guy that decided to start his own church. All right, he has
God. Oh, yeah.
he has very weird thoughts on the Bible, very weird thoughts on everything, and he just needs to get his family to agree with him and a few friends outside, and then the things start taking.
church.
It's a church.
the thing
So
with the-
like anyone can say anything. For a Protestant to become a church, anyone can say anything. They can have any interpretation, and it holds no weight. No weight. Like the average Catholic priest goes through like 10 to 12 years of schooling. They need to go to seminar, then they need to go to Rome. They need to get a profession, either lawyers, philosophers, doctors. So like it's another level of education. It's another level. Like it doesn't even compare. Most of them are businesses. That's it, Brandon.
Yeah, like I mean, the Scofield Bible set the whole new narrative where they interpreted the I think Genesis 12:3 as it says, I'll bless those who bless you and curse those who curse you. But he interpreted it as, I'll bless those who bless Israel and curse those who curse Israel. And like the whole nation believed that.
Oh man.
I will invite everyone to go check out your local Catholic church. No compromise. Just go in there, and it's a different vibe. Vinny knows.
One question: why is it the Gideon's Bible in hotels? And not even trying to be funny. Why the Gideon's Bible in
don't know.
particular? And how did they get into every hotel desk?
Good question. I don't know.
I think
I was there. Sorry,
I think
every
that-
time I go and I read it. Just
I
for,
think that's the Mormons.
Really?
I am
Is it?
still I don't want. No, I'm going to go fishing, but I feel despaired from that truth post from what's going on in Ukraine. I felt like a deep despair in my belly that I haven't actually felt in a long time, and I'm not sure what the cure is going to be. Maybe a
Yeah.
bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich might be the after all that talk about heifers and
I definitely want a steak right now. So if you like this clip, click right here. And if you want to see more like it, click right here. Stay angry, Patriots.